And we always talk about creating a running mindset. Now, how do you create a running mindset? I think it's important for high school, college, any level. If you're going to decide to run, you have to get the players psychologically to buy into running. A lot of teams and a lot of coaches come in and say, we're going to run this year. We're going to run fast breaks. It starts in the off season. You got to have a conditioning program. You got to get in the weight room. However you want to set it up, obviously in the NBA it's different with professionals, but if that's wind sprints, if that's suicides, if that's guys running track on their own, once practice starts, the beginning of training camp, they got to be ready and get into that mental running mindset. And we're going to walk through some things again, just need 5 players of our early transition game again, and we're going to talk about sprinting and getting into that offensive mindset, into that running game. So let's have the 5 guys out. Obviously, in the transition game, after a turnover, off of a block shot, that's going to ignite our running game. When they turn it over, a long rebound, again, we've joked about it. We've been fortunate in Phoenix to have Steve Nash, probably one of the best to ever have done it, always looking to hit ahead and always looking to create, and we're always playing with pace. So again, if it's off of we don't have to walk through it. If it's a transition game, we're always trying to sprint for layups, trying to get ahead, trying to get the ball. What separates the Suns and what separates, again, the good teams, I mentioned Dallas last year, Miami this year, is the ability to run off of made baskets. So that's what I want to talk about today, running off of made baskets and getting in that early pick and roll attack. So let's just have the rule in Phoenix we've always had, and this probably changes, is the closest person to the basketball after it goes to the net is going to take it out. I know some coaches designate my 4-man's always going to take it out, my 5-man's going to take it out. We would always prefer to have one of the bigs take it out, but even if it's the closest person, so let's just say it's off a made basket, even if it's the 1-man. Who's my 1? You're my 1? Even if it's the 1, just say, for example, it goes through the hoop, you hit the 5, back to you, and we're off and running. But more than likely, we'll walk through it. Let's have the big take it out. So again, I just made the basket, and we're going to walk through our spacing, which we do every time. Basket's good. 5's going to take it out. The wings are both interchangeable. So I got a 2 and a 3. Every single time we're going to sprint. We're sprinting deep corner. We're staying wide. We're staying on the sideline, and we're sprinting to the deep corners. Now, I know some coaches, they like to have their wings cross in transition. Some teams like to get to the free throw line extended. I know you're going to ask, well, how do they run for layups? That's going to all be determined. Once that big takes it out, the guard's going to catch it, that's fine. Back to the sideline, look to hit ahead. If you can see that these wings are ahead of the defense and you can throw ahead and we can get a layup, we're going to throw it. But more than likely, we're always going to get in the mentality, 2s and 3s are going to sprint to the corner, stay spaced. First big, let's walk through it one more time. The other thing we always talk about, when we talk about sprinting, is that what we used to do as a coaching staff is, again, running after a made basket. Basket's made. Let's say this big takes it out and frees right there. What we want on tape, and when we had great examples and we were at our best, is that when we pause the tape, these 4 players are all down. Well, actually, the point guard's going to have the ball. It's going to be ready to get the ball. So the rest of the 4 players are down in a sprinter stance. It's the Olympic times. You're almost in a track and field stance, so that you're sprinting, you're powering out, you're going to get shot out of a cannon. So when we pause that tape, we're all looking like we're going to sprint. Again, we'll walk through the first time is you're going to be the 5-man, you'll be the 4 for the sake of the drill. So again, made basket, you're a 5, you got a perimeter, or you got a post-up guy. We had Shaquille O'Neal. You're always going to rim run, deep seal, look for the ball. So our rule, this is the trailing big, is that big is going to come down, rim run, seal your man, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Our rule is if you had 2 feet in the paint, you're going to enter that. You're going to enter it in there, right? Obviously, easy basketball. Go ahead, hit him. We got a layup. You're going to attack. You're going to get fouled. Easy on the seal. If we don't get it here directly, obviously we can hit the wing. We're playing early basketball. That's a shooter. We can also hit the post that way, block to block, post up.